So the most elite closers, the most elite salespeople, just in this online space in general, are the ones that listen about 80% of the time and are talking only about 20%. Now, if you're the one that's overshadowing, if you're the person that's constantly, rambling, you're not going to go anywhere. The goal of an appointment setter and closer is to guide the conversation. Now, what do I mean by that? Knowing your next questions. So, for instance, if someone's telling me keywords like adjectives like work is stressing me out, or I'm just tired of going out in public and knowing that I can't fit my clothes. What you want to do is you want to dive two doors down, we call it. Now, what do I mean by two doors down? Is it's open door theory. Basically, if someone says a keyword like stressed, tired, anxiety, depressed, you want to elaborate more about that twice. So you're saying you're a little depressed, just on just your weight. Like what do you mean by that? Ask them questions so they can say it. If you say it, it's not real. If they say it, it's the truth. That makes sense. So from going into the fact finding, right, you're figuring out what's their needs, what's their wants, what's holding them back. Now, let me ask you guys, like, what are the main things? What are the main three things you want to figure out during the fact finding?
What they're trying to accomplish.
Oh, more things.
Where to go?
Oh, someone else. Come on, Nate, how about you?
More cameras on too, bro. More cameras on. Kevin, camera on, boy.
Let me see,
What their
Elijah.
ambition is.
I was back.
Yeah,
I
I
ain't gonna
got
lie, I'm outside right now.
Oh, you're all good. So yeah, the last one. All good. So yeah, the last one more so is like what's actually like holding them back. I'm gonna go over this again. So where they're at, where they're trying to go, what's holding them back. If you can figure out those three things, you can close someone no matter on what opportunity you're selling them on, whether it's fitness, dog training, real estate, high ticket. So from transitioning into the fact find, the next thing you want to cover is the new opportunity, right? So this is the presentation. So putting in perspective is like, what is the one thing that's going to change your situation, right? So if you're like selling fitness, let's say, I like to use that as an example, right? So what we have right here, we have actually this program where we've had X, Y, and Z amount of people, go from point A to point B. This is the new bright, shiny object, which is why they're reaching out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so during the presentation, so you got the introduction, the fact find, the presentation. The presentation shouldn't take anywhere more than about 10 to 15% of the amount of time you're talking with the person. Does that make sense? And what I want to do is I want to actually pull up the spreadsheet. But any questions so far? No?
What time is it for you?
It's 9:10 right now.
It's 12 o'clock for me.
Man.
It's 12:10 for me.
Yeah, it's
So,
12:10
TJ,
over
you're
here.
in
Okay.
New York, right?
so what?
You're in New
Here,
York.
let me see. I want to share
He's
my
in Florida.
screen.
He's in Florida.
Okay, cool. So I'm about to actually show you guys this to reiterate it. Let me see how I share my screen on Discord here. Share screen. Allow share screen. Yep.
All you gotta do is share entire.
All right, can you guys see my screen? Okay, I got on the wrong one.
There we go.
There we go, yeah.
This should be it right here. All right, can you see this? So
Yes.
this is just to go over a little bit more. So with this, it's the intro, right? That's your origin story. So build rapport. So obviously when you guys first enter the calls, you want to, obviously build rapport. Talk on topics that you guys can both relate on. So this is more so for the closing part. Actually, I'm just going to two. I'm jumping ahead. Any questions so far about appointment setting? After the appointment set, right after you go through the presentation, what you want to do is next is going to be the edification. So what edification is going to cover? This is more so about you guys. You guys ever had like a homeboy? You guys gas up like a chick. That's going to be edification, right?
Like put them on.
Yep.
Yeah, like you put your boy on with a chick, like you gassing him up, like bro, like,
Yeah.
Just
bye,
glazing.
bro, like this, he glazing,
Yeah,
right?
glazers.
No, I hog my homies.
So it's exactly like that. Where basically the edification is you're gonna hype up the closer. Because the appointments there, you want to gas up the closer. Like this person's about to meet God Almighty. Like this guy's about to meet the Messiah. Or it's like this dude's going to show you the fucking light. That's the best way to put it.
Exactly.
After the edification process, this is now where you're going to set the appointment. Now, what I want to do is I want to actually connect you with this guy. His name's James, right? He's actually and tell their story, right? So what you guys always want to know as a setter is who your closer story is. So for me, right, let's say I'm edifying myself. So what I want to connect you is this guy named Justin, right? He's 23 years old. Literally about two and a half, 3 years ago, was living in Section 8 on his mom's house. Learned one single skill set, which not only took him from Section 8 to making multiple six figures, but put him in a penthouse where now he doesn't have to check his bank account when he's buying things. Now he's in a position where he can reach X, Y, and Z. Right? And from there, you want to say, and so what I want to do is I want to figure out a time where I can connect you with him, where he can break down the whole process to even see if it's a good fit. How does that sound? What you want to do is
Yep.
you want to get up front. Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, any questions so far? Perfect.
No, sir.
So after that, that's when you would set the appointment and you would actually, communicate with your closer and let them know what time you scheduled the prospect. Now, this is more so what I want to show you guys, the presentation for the closer. New presentation right here. Can you guys see my screen? Beautiful. So in the closer presentation, what you guys want to do is first you want to build rapport, right? So hey, hey, this is Justin, right? Nice to meet you. Pleasure connect to face with the voice. Obviously I've heard a lot about you from my guy Maje. He's told me, some good things about you. Now, what I want to quickly do is give you a little backstory about who I am. Tell your story. Tell where you started, why you're here. Say, my name's X, Y, and Z. My name's Maja. I literally, started off from the bottom. I worked my way up to making six figures, and I've been able to achieve X, Y, Z. Share your results. Don't be scared to share and gas yourself up, right? And so from there, what's going to happen is you're going to transition to the fact find. So it's the same thing. As an appointment setter, you do your introduction, your fact find, your presentation, your test close, your close. Okay? Same thing with the closer. Introduction, fact find, presentation, test close, close. Now, with this, in the fact finding, what's going to happen is you're going to reiterate everything the setter gave you, the data. So right now, what I'm hearing, James, is you're 19 years old, currently working in construction. Now, kind of give me an idea, like how long you been doing that for? "Oh, I've been doing for X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah. And for you, like you've been doing it for some time. Like I'm curious, like why now do you feel like it's the right time to kind of find something new? This is where you're digging deep. The fact find, what a lot of people don't do is dive deep enough. The fact finding is arguably the most important process throughout the whole sales cycle. This is where you're actually going to figure out all the ammo.
Tango, did you?
So when I say all the ammo, what I mean by this is like this is where you're going to stack up everything because when it gets to the close and you start getting objections, you're going to start bringing out all these pellets and shooting it back. That makes sense? And so that's why it's also important as a closer to know about your prospect before you even hop into the meet. Last thing you'd want to do is go into a war without any guns. I got me?
Yeah.
So, any questions about this so far? Perfect. So continuing as the closer, the next thing we want to cover is after you dig deep into the fact find, right? Break down the opportunity, whatever program you're selling, break it down. From there is going to be the test close. Test close is where you're saying, okay, I think you're a good fit, with this, right? Have you heard enough to make a decision? Now, what do I mean by that? This is where you're going to figure out, okay, you're going to test the waters, right? See if they're ready to actually get started. So, I mean, like, so far, James, like, I mean, of everything I, like, told you, showed you, like, I mean, can you see this being something that can help benefit you? Ask the question. Get agreement. If they say yes, move forward. If they say no, dive back deep. backtrack a little bit, see where they got confused, where they're lost, or where the disconnect is. And once you do that, you're going to obviously get all the objections are going to come out. When the objections come out, this is where you're going to take the ammo that you've gotten from the fact finding portion. Now you're going to be able to use it. So you said you've been looking for a year. You said nothing's changed in the past couple months. You said you hate your job. You say you're tired of being overweight. This is now where you use their own words against them. I got me? Y'all still following along? So
Yep.
from doing the test close, that's when you'll come. Once they say yes, you get the close, and that's when obviously the agreement's made and the transaction happens. You guys got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
So for you, a lot of you guys in here are currently doing appointment setting. So the main thing about appointment setting is the best way to put it is like customer service. You're trying to figure out why they reached out. And so one thing that's helped me, a very big entrepreneur, you guys could note down, is Tom Hopkins. Tom Hopkins was probably the biggest inspiration for not only me but my different mentors. And so one thing is, as a appointment setter and closers, you guys always want to be creating. What do I mean by that? Putting out your units. Even as an appointment setter, you can still have affiliates gain leads for you. Even as a closer, you can still have a setters booking things on your appointment. And so in this industry, the ones who make the most money are the ones who actually know how to create. Just do the bare minimum. Right now, every single one of you guys have a reason why you guys are here and doing this, which is why, obviously you guys are going to put in the effort and do things differently. But I'm telling you right now, from the different things I've seen in this industry, if you're able to create where it's like outside of the normal realms of the rules, you're going to be able to make the most money, hands down. Now, for you guys, another thing I want to talk about is the difference between, a professional versus an amateur. So, as a professional, another thing you guys want to do is when you guys come into this meet, you guys want to make sure you guys actually have like a quiet environment. You want to make sure you guys actually have like a presentable fit on. Don't just be coming in here raggedy with, no shirt on or wearing a tank top, just being honest with y'all. Make sure you guys are obviously looking presentable, because put it like this, if you guys hopped on the Zoom, hate to use this term, but if you guys hopped on the Zoom with the Y in, bro, looking all crazy, bro, out here smoking weed, who the fuck wants to invest in that? You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing about this too in this game is that you guys want to also make sure you guys are doing personal development outside of like the times you're working. If you guys don't go to a gym, or if you guys don't actually listen to at least an hour of personal development, you guys are only pushing yourself backwards. Right now, another thing is